Hello and welcome to the Headphones On podcast. I'm your host, Dylan the Waterboy, and today I am joined with fan favorite co-host William, Seth on the computer.
He's doing research.
Yes, I am. Much research.
Refocus in. You looked like you were zoning out to another dimension.
It's like that shooting star meme.
And we have...
Daxter.
Daxter and Sally Face.
Ah, I got that reference.
He's dying! Yeah,
Hey,
we've killed the host, everybody. Look.
Hey, if they get named, I want
if you
named.
killed the host, I'm the host.
Hey!
Hi, welcome back
Release.
to my podcast.
And today,
He's back
today-
to bed.
William will be hosting the podcast.
Oh boy, this sounds fun. Alright. So, I'm going to first ask
Does that mean
everyone.
I can call you Master William now?
No!
What?
You will never, ever bring that name up or you're out of the podcast.
Alright.
You
I
don't
have word in
that,
this.
You don't have that sort of authority.
You know why I don't like...
Yeah, I mean, I know
He's gonna
that,
hate me
but,
for
like, I mean, you're co-host, you're not
He's gonna hate me for
host.
that.
I mean,
Host
it
has that
Wow.
authority.
Anywho, what I was going to say was, to start this off, I was going to ask, how is everyone's day?
I'm depressed.
Tell me
Anxiety.
something I don't know.
My dog died.
Oh.
You...
Just kidding.
Tell
I've
me
been
something I
watching
don't
John Wick
know.
too much.
And you?
Well, you know, it's been alright, you know. I found out that I was in Mr. Morgan's class, and I found out in
You're
the
getting
state of
moved.
Ohio that I'm going to be moved to a different state.
He's
Canada.
being moved to Mr. K's class, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm feel bad because now I have to sit at the table by myself.
Yeah, because Brian,
Got moved too.
drumroll man Brian, is also being moved. So,
Yep.
yeah.
I heard about that.
No,
They should have just took her too.
Yeah.
But no. Doesn't hurt to have one extra more student. Right?
What? I wasn't paying
Okay.
attention.
Alright.
Anywho. Alright, so why did you make me in charge of this episode?
I got it for fun.
Alright, so, here you go, you have some.
I stole a sip of the straw.
You're fine.
It's because I have a straw. I know people's germs and stuff.
Yeah.
I have an extra straw.
Understandable. But, okay, so, because I'm in charge, I get to pick.
Are you done?
You got something right there.
I got more on my pants than my shirt.
Hold on, we have an emergency special guest.
What up, people?
What up, people?
That was extremely awkward, but hello. Podcast?
Yes.
I'm stealing
Now
this.
we
This
are
is mine
joined
now.
with Alex.
Yes, I will return shortly. I have to return for a book.
I will return after these messages.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm taking this. This is my chair.
So, you can't just...
Even after,
Alright, nope.
even after my 2 peppermints.
You can't
Anywho.
just pause me way. Come on.
Anywho, sorry about that. Anywho, what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to ask Dylan to pick a subject that we're going to talk about.
No.
Can we talk about hospitals?
I'm in charge.
MMA. I could
I'm
about
more
MMA all
in
day.
charge.
I have a topic we could talk about.
Alright, what's the topic?
Hospital experiences.
Oh no.
Because I have an experience.
So do I.
Yeah, that would...
I was in the ER on Christmas morning, so
Okay.
What just happened?
My chair fell back.
Oh, okay.
Dying.
I'm back. Don't worry,
Alright.
please. I love you.
So I have a very, very frightful experience. So Monday, when we all came back to school,
I remember this.
Yes. We had to go to the hospital because we had to get, my blood drawn and do an EKG. So we went in and I got my little bracelets at home currently. And my brother Jacob had to get one, my brother.
Yeah.
So we had to wait for the doctor to call in my brother to be like, hey, he can take an EKG. So while we were in there, the nurse came and got us, and we went to the room to go get our blood drawn. Now, she sat me down, and I was already shaking, and my mother knew I don't like needles of any sort. And that's kind of my weird.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
I think all of us have that fear.
Yeah.
Well, mine's really
For
worse.
me, it's
Except
not
for
really
Logan, he has no heart.
needles. For me, it's not needles, it's blood.
Ah, okay. But it's sort of related.
I didn't have much experience in the hospital, but I was in the ER. Christmas morning.
But what happened was the nurse, she had to try to find my vein in my arm, so she put the little rubbery thing around it, tied it.
Oh, I hate that.
She tried to find my thing. Now she found so she found it and tried to stab it, but she couldn't get it through.
I hate that.
And then she apparently lost it again. And she kept repeatedly stabbing me in my arm trying to find it. So when she finally found it, she did really good. Got all the blood drawn. Then apparently, I don't know what in her mind thought it was a good idea to gently pull out the needle the first time, jam it back in there, and then pull it out at the speed of light. As soon as I felt that, I almost blacked out because I can deal with needles. As long as they're done in a quick in out, I can do it. She decided to take the time to put it back in after she pulled it out a little bit. And my mother even watched that. And as soon as we got out, and my brother got the A-OK from the doctor to get the EKG, we went to the waiting room for the EKG. My mother looked at me and she said that nurse did not know what the hell she was doing.
She might have been new at it.
She did not do procedure, and it screwed everybody up. So that was fun. That nurse screwed me over, and my arm is still black, blue, and purple to this day, and that's fine.
That
Co-host William, am I allowed to speak?
No.
Yes, sure.
Yes, you see, that's how you should be treating me instead of just going, oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Even though
well,
I'm
you know,
usually the one who
Why
does
is
that.
there a glue stick in the scissors bucket?
Alright.
Wait, what?
Why is there a glue stick in the scissors bucket?
we don't worry about that, all right?
He wants to stick their hands in there and get
Here
it.
at the headquarters
Lots
on
of cheap
studio,
clothing.
we do not have a glue stick in our scissors box.
We do. It's there.
Shush.
I'm not.
That's for the children.
Alright, so, my hospital experience, you see, I'm okay with hospitals and all that, but, I'm in the hospital bed, and I go, Doctor, I can't feel my legs. And he goes, I know, I amputated your arms.
Wait, wouldn't it be
I
the
think that
arms
was a
you couldn't
joke.
feel?
I think that was a joke.
Yeah,
Anywho, I'm actually gonna say.
but after that,
What? Oh.
he gave me medication, and he was like, hey, you're gonna need to take this for your addiction to anal sex. And I
I'm
go,
sorry, what?
okay, what is it called? And he says, it's called trinoacetal.
You say no
Alright.
cuss words.
All right, so
You said we weren't allowed to swear, but what was that?
Hey, I'm the
he's
host.
the owner.
I'm
He
allowed
apparently
to.
has exceptions.
What time?
Anywho.
What time does the bus show
So-
up again? I forgot.
Because
And
I
he's
was
at,
giving a name,
12:50.
and it happened to have a curse word
Keep
in
track
the
of time.
name.
I'm gonna eat at school.
All right,
Yeah.
so
So,
May I-
there's no cuss words, but apparently sex jokes are good.
No, because it was only part of a name.
Wow.
anywho, can I say my hospital experience?
Yes, you may.
It's nothing like, oh, you almost black out or a joke. Mine was like, oh, I'm at the hospital finally because the hospital I went to was far away and we've been on the waiting list since I was in elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And I only reached it when I reached the end of middle school to high school. When I reached that point, and it wasn't too bad. I went into the room. I went into like the separate. You know how like after you're in the waiting room, you go into like a little separate room and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I was in there. One doctor comes in, sees my results, like my weight, my height.
Time to head out.
Oh.
William, why did you say that really long curse word?
See you later, Jane.
You could have said frick.
Wish me luck.
So we just lost 3 people, but that's all right.
You know, we lost 3, but we gained none.
None. But now I have a seat.
We gained
Yes.
negative viewers.
And now that we only have 3 people, I'm back to host.
But can I finish the story at least?
Yes. Yeah.
Anywho, after the doctor saw my weight and height, they stared at the screen for a second. I remember this is before this was at the time where I need to gain weight and all that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Badly.
Mm.
The doctor says, "I'll be right back." Goes out of the door
Mm-hmm.
and returns with
A giant ass needle.
no,
You said ass.
with 20 other doctors.
What
I'm
the-
not joking. The whole, and this is a small room, by the way. The room we're in, imagine, do you see where that corner wall is? You move it over to the window. That's how big the room was.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
How the hell
That
do you even
room.
fit 20 people in there?
I know.
It's just
20 doctors were in there, along with my
5
mom
of them
and
were
me.
midgets on the other one's back. Just giving a piggyback ride.
I swear, 20 doctors went in the room, and every single one tried to do tests on me. Because, you see, the audio can't see it, and we don't have the camera set up. But you guys can see, this is the average. Let's say the average is up here for people's weight and height. My height was around that area. My weight, down to the floor. I was in such a bad health that if I lost any more weight or gained any more height, I could have actually died.
Jesus Christ.
Did you
Yeah.
know?
What?
Hold on, let me check.
What?
No, I think I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm
Double
alive.
check.
You
Wait.
saying that remind
Wait, I can't feel my heart. Give me a sec.
I can't feel my kidneys. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm alive. I hear my heartbeat.
Barely, but yeah.
Barely. But yeah, I hear it. But yeah, I'm not joking. But 20 doctors, and I'm not joking. It's this side, by the way. And
Yeah,
the
use-
wall ends
use your
right there.
voice
It's
depth. Use your voice as sort of depth.
yeah.
You mean like
It
this?
was a small room. I was impressed that there was 20 doctors in there.
When you say
And there was computers, drawers, and a laying down bed.
there's just somebody on the drawers. Just standing on the
Everyone was
drawers.
standing. I was just surrounded though.
So, let's see. We have 12 minutes left on the
But yeah, that's my story
12.
for hospital experiences.
Hey, I have yet to do mine.
Oh, do you have one?
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Alright. Basically, I was in a hospital, and I was in a small room like yours, only mine didn't involve 20 doctors. Jesus. But, one doctor came in, and it was just me, the doctor, and my mother to start with, and he said, alright, I'm just going to take this small needle and, inject it into your finger and make a little blood wound, and then just take some blood. And that's all. And then I was like, alright. And, it wasn't anything bad, but, I was, no one else can see this, but, 1 second.
You gotta be quick. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll do a part 2.
We'll do part 2?
Even though it wasn't, that bad, I was scared shitless. And this was literally my reaction.
That's your reaction? Okay.
No
Yeah.
one can see it except okay, it's a picture of Dolan.
When
Every
he's
time he
ending
does
his
his
episode.
outro,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
he's, the face.
weird ass face that he makes.
You gotta stop
I'll-
saying ass.
Yeah, you gotta stop cussing.
Bro.
Our families watch this, for Pete's sakes.
Yes.
Good point. But basically, I got so freaked out that I was just struggling, and I was struggling so much that 3 other doctors had to come in and hold me down while one doctor did that.
Hey, that sounds like me when I broke my arm.
Alrighty, well, we're actually running really low on time. So, subscribe, wait for part 2. But because part 2 we're going to be talking about childhood experiences. Thank you, New York.